Hello, everybody. So, this is going to be an introduction today for our new Facebook group called it's like Mantra Yoga Chanting. And this is for locals here or persons on the internet. You can be anywhere in the world and you can also participate in this. So we can also meet locally if there's an interest later on, meet together and chant together, or actually meet each other and just talk and get to know each other. It's kind of fun. We're here local. It's nice while we can do this. Get this kind of meeting. So yeah, so we're going to do this chanting online. We'll start online here, and I just love sharing it. It's so powerful, and it just grows and grows and grows in your spirit, awakens your spirit. A lot of people not even in touch with their spirits. They don't know it exists. It's pretty much this contact, this awareness is dormant in many people, if not most. And once our awareness, our spiritual awareness, is awakened and nourished, there's new feelings that awaken in our hearts, new types of awareness of feeling connected with everyone, with the world, with the universe. Um, it's amazing. We're actually meant for this. And I think the way, after I've been studying society, it seems like societies have been actively engaged in kind of dimming our awareness and dulling our consciousness. So anyway, this is a very simple way to awaken our spiritual consciousness through chanting. And I've done some um, uh, just came up with some creative ways to do this, which are different than our traditional approach usually. Uh, so we're going to engage in some of this kind of chanting, and basically, this chanting is 16 names. These are called mantras. Mantra means to free the mind and to elevate the mind, elevate our consciousness. And it comes just simply by repetitive chanting of these mantras. This has been done in India for thousands of years. This is It's like in religion they do chanting on the rosary, things like this to elevate their consciousness. So this is not a religious thing; it's a spiritual science, actually. And I'm actually part of a disciplic lineage that goes back thousands of years. And I was commissioned by my preceptor in a lucid dream in 1996 to teach this chanting. And actually, if people are interested in some very deep spiritual knowledge, which is just fantastic and fabulous and very exciting, and I just love it. But we can just chant also. That's wonderful. And it's they're both knowledge and this chanting are complete in themselves. And it's I never take a religious approach. I'm more of a spiritual, scientific approach to this chanting and this path, this distribution of this chanting, this raising of spiritual awareness. Yeah, so it's pretty practical, very easy. 16 names, and but many people have probably heard about it, but uh, as far as really knowing about what's going on here, that's another thing, because this is a very deep, esoteric experience, and I teach it from that point of view, and not from the point of religion, like some people teach this chanting as a religion and as a thing of following lots of rules and regulations and mandates and a lot of that kind of stuff. But it's not necessary. It wasn't originally taught like that 550 years ago when this was popularized. It's only kind of recently that it's come down that into that, and that's okay, because some people, they like to approach like that. But my approach was always been esoteric and experiential and scientific, spiritually scientific. So to get to know a little bit about what's going on here in this chanting is we will chant to some music, and you can just listen to the names and just you just can hear and um, follow along with this chanting, and just feel your experience and see if you experience some raising of your consciousness or some new feelings of happiness awakening in you. And because this begins to happen naturally, and goes deep, 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 and deeper, and it goes on forever. I've been chanting this name, these names, the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, for over 40 years, and I've never tired of it. Every day is a new experience, and I'm just so happy to share it with people, especially at this time, because a lot of people are in fear. There's a lot of depression going on. People's routines and lives have been changed dramatically and drastically. Um, Depression is up, suicide is up, and all this. This can give you relief from all of that difficult time and unhappiness in these times. And so it's a wonderful thing. There's no artificial imposition on your mind. You don't have to believe anything. You can just start out just chanting and hearing this mantra and just feel your own personal experience in this. And then you can share that if you like, or if you have questions, you can contact me. And so we'll start like that. And so let's just do a little introduction in the chanting. And let's see, we've got some people in the chat, I think, probably. Oh, Shama Sundari. Okay. Yeah. So we'll start like that. Very nice, very natural. And we have this group here on, it's a local and remote group. So anybody can join. And every day we meet anyway. I have another group that we meet um, every day, and we chant, and then we discuss spiritual philosophy. I'm not sure if I'm going to integrate that. That might be a little bit too soon with this group. But the chanting we can all do. And um, yeah, so we'll start like that. Okay, so now a little introduction to the chanting. It's 16 names called the Hare Krishna mantra, a very famous mantra. It's called Maha Mantra, the greatest of all mantras, because it gives the greatest elevation. And you'll never, I mean, once you get the hang of it. So part of my engagement and in this, and yeah, I've got this instruction in a lucid dream from my preceptor, who started popularizing this chanting in America many, many years ago, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada. And he gave me this mission, and I love it, and I just love it, and it just is getting more and more deep all the time, and more people are coming and telling me they're having fantastic experiences, and they're becoming more and more happy in their life, and more feeling connected to source. And like in this Krishna mantra actually represents the source that we're all actually related to. It's like this where it's a family affair, and we're all connected with that. And so yeah, so we're all connected in that way, and this cultivates and awakens our awareness of that, and it feels really good. It feels really good to come from that place. Yeah, yeah, and this is just will go deep. So I just ask people to try this out regularly. Try it for regularly. Try it for a week. If you can do more, like 2 weeks or 3 weeks or a month, and then just see for your experience by this immersion, and see how you feel. And I'm sure you're going to get more than you bargained for. Really, because actually, when I was instructed um, um, to share this with the world, I was amazed, because there's a transmission of energy that enables people to chant in a better, easier, more effective. So just by coming here, you'll there's a shakti, an energy that helps people really get this mantra, really start to appreciate it, and it helps it grow. It's like just a little extra spark. So you can look out for that and see your own experience. So let's just we'll just chant for probably a few minutes and maybe a little bit more, and just see how it goes. I don't want to look at the chat because I don't want to be distracted, so I can just continue, doing this introduction here. So thank you, Shama Sundari, for coming, and she's a German lady, part of our regular group here. Yeah. Okay. So what I'm going to do is play various songs, and one thing is, when I chant personally, I've been doing this for so many years. Some extraordinary states may or may not appear in transformations in this body, and this is actually part of the fun of it, and it's really amazing and exciting and wonderful. These extraordinary states, they're very shamanistic. If you're familiar with shamans, to give you an idea, we call them in this line and lineage spiritual master or acharyas or preceptors. But if you look at it from the Western perspective, they call them shamans. And so in South America, they have shamans, and usually shamans are part of a village. And usually these villages all have a shaman. And the shaman is like a medicine person, medicine Indian culture also, the medicine man. And they're always kind of, they go into these extraordinary states of consciousness that are very unusual, and they go, sometimes they're really ecstatic and everything. But this chanting can elevate you into these extraordinary states, and they're very wonderful. They may seem a little bit odd at first, but and it usually won't happen for most people unless you're very fortunate. Actually, very fortunate if it happens right away. But just to get you comfortable with it, it may happen for me, and I don't like to hold these things back because it's a great boon in life. It's a great contribution to our own spirit. It enlivens it and energizes it. So anyway, you can see like this is kind of a shamanistic thing that happens, and being elevated by this chanting. No drugs are involved. It's just it's a spiritual intoxication, actually, and it's really wonderful. It's very elevating, and this is all explained in our lineage about these we call transcendental experiences of entering these very deep states of awareness of our connection with source. And it's a very deep happiness and extraordinary experience. Sometimes there's crying, laughing, very cosmic laughter. Very some of my students are also already elevated to that place, and they chant, and they're having these extraordinary experiences, and they love it. You can consult them if you need some encouragement that it's okay, that they're still doing all right. So I just wanted to prepare people and warn them, because I like to be myself, and I like to share these things. I don't like to hold things back or hold things in. It's just not my style. So hopefully you can understand, and stick around, and we'll talk more about that and read from these devotional literatures that are explain all of these states, actually, in these deep devotional literatures, and you can understand these things. Okay, so we'll start chanting here, and see what happens. Yeah. And all you have to do is just listen to the mantra and gradually just follow along. If you just like hearing, if you want, you can put headphones on, like I have here, and really hear attentively the mantra. Let your mind, just don't try to force it to concentrate. Just gently bring it back if it does wander, and just hear the sound vibration. Just ride the sound. It's all about sound vibration. So I've been doing this for 42 years. So this vibration can be very powerful in awakening. If you have any awakening, let me know, and you can share it with me and see what happens, and we can discuss it. All right. So let's start here. So we'll chant with this this rap music. It's just kind of a steady beat. And actually, what we're going to do? We'll chant with a Indian Indian chant. I have this. This is kind of nice. It's a nice rhythmic. Just catch the rhythm. Just feel the vibration. Just hear the vibration. Just go with it. And gradually, if you feel like it, you can begin to chant the mantra. And it's very easy. After a while, you'll just pick it up. It just goes like Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Excuse me. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, and then repeat it again. Hare Krishna. It'll be kind of a little bit of a beat and a singing song. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, and then we'll do it again and again. And this raises gradually our consciousness, purifies it, electrifies it, and you may get a very extraordinary experience. So, and it'll be nice. It'll be wonderful. So, if you're up for that, let's do it. So I'll start with a slow beat here. Hare Krishna. Chant with beats sometimes, so I'll get into that another time. But you don't need them now. Just listen to the vibration. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. See, sometimes laughter bubbles up. It's nice and wonderful. Can't hurt to be joyful, huh? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Yeah, so it's like that, and like I was starting to experience some bubbling up, and this needs to be talked about because it's the whole point. In when this was popularized 550 years ago, there was a saint. Actually, people considered him a saint, and even more than that. He went around India. He was considered like a singing incarnation. His name was Sri Krishna Chaitanya, and he just went around singing this mantra and in ecstasy and in bliss and ecstasy, these different extraordinary states of consciousness that give extraordinary intense levels of happiness that are actually out of this world, literally. Literally it gets you completely out of your mind. Uh, People have problems is all in the mind area. Just put you in your heart and in your expanded awareness of this loving, ecstatic unions with our source. This is what people have called by many names great. The American Indians called it the Great Spirit, the spirit of all spirits. Like we're all spirits and we're related to this great spirit. And in India, they called it by many names: Krishna, um, yeah, Krishna, Lord Chaitanya, um, Ram, Shiva, and Christians, they call it Christ. And so they're just various names for this very deep, expanded, wonderful consciousness that we can connect to. And this chanting is a very non-religious but spiritual way to do that. And that's the work I've been given to do, and it's free. There's no charge for it. I just do it from my heart and from the order I've got from my preceptor to share this with the world. And I've been doing this for 25 years, and it's been starting to be really received in the last 4 years. And I have a group. We have a group that meets on the internet. Um, Outside of this group here at Playa del Carmen Bhakti Yoga chanting group, outside of that, we meet every day. And we not only chant, but we go deep into the spirit philosophy, spirit truths that are very fascinating, very wonderful, and it helps make sense of everything that's going on since 2020 that we're all faced to confront. And it makes perfect sense now, and you get a lot of peace in knowing that. Now, with this group, this is only for those who have that interest. Otherwise, we'll just keep it to the chanting. Okay, well, thank you very much for coming. Let's see if I got some questions or comments here. Oops. Let's see what we got here. Healing spiritual, yeah. Never ending, yes. Yeah, so some of the persons that have been chanting with me for some years are making various comments. The vibration, this is this lady's experience. The vibration makes us youthful, cute, and truthful, and trouble, and ooh la la or something. Yeah, so she likes it. Yeah. It's making bread first, kneading and the dough. Yeah, feeling exciting. Yeah, exciting. Yeah. All right. So we'll leave it at that for now, and we'll come back and do this some more. And if anybody has questions on the group, you can leave me messages on the group itself. And thank you very much. Or you can put it on the comment section here. So we'll end the stream now.